Okay, I think I'm live. I hope I am. I'm going to check really quick and make sure because I always have this fear that I'm going to start talking. And then, sorry everyone, I'm trying to get my phone connected to this thing so I don't have to hold it. There we go. I always have this fear that I will be live and that, oh, look, people are reacting. Awesome. Okay, let me see here. Lucy McConnell, if you're there, I need you to comment so that I can bring you on to camera. Okay, so anyway, I'm Ellie Thornton and Lucy McConnell and I are going to be talking about Robin's Hood today. We're a little bit late. So you're showing up under Team Clean Romance. If you can switch over to your Lucy McConnell account, I think I can add you then. Okay, so we're talking about Robin's Hood today, and I'm super excited about this. We didn't mention it last time when we picked the book because we did do a random number generator, but the author of this book, Jacque Stevens, is actually in my writing group. So that's fun. Full disclosure. Anyway, so she's in my writing group, and so I was really excited because I love Jacque and I love her books. It's not working, Lucy. You're still commenting as Team Clean Romance. So you're commenting as an admin. If you can go to the top of the page and switch over from the page to yourself. She's saying grr. Sorry everyone. We're trying to, you know how we we always get these issues. For some reason we can never get this to work quite right. We haven't done it on our phone in a while because we found a better way to do it, but today when we tried to set it up with with Zoom, how we've been doing it, which has been so great, for some reason Facebook won't let us use that method anymore. So of course, okay, so anyway, we're talking about Robin's Hood, which is a really cute, I'm gonna say not retelling of Robin Hood, but it's an inspired by Robin Hood. All right, we're gonna see, nope, not yet. So inspired by Robin Hood, really cute, young adult, but probably older young adult. I would say probably 15 at least and older, but definitely a cute and clean teen book. And then, oops. Okay, and then we're going to just go through some book club questions, and we have got some swag packs that we're going to be giving away today. And those swag packs are, I'm just going to go ahead and show them to you right now. So I've got a book coming out next month called Matchmakers and Mischief, and it's from the Harvest Ranch Romance series. And all right, let's see here. Say, bring them on camera, send invite. It's adding her, so hopefully it actually brings her on. There she is. Hello, everyone. Okay, so we're kind of doing it backwards. I was just about to show everyone the swag pack, so I'm just going to do that really quick.
Yep,
just because I told them I was going to. So Matchmakers and Mischief, which is a retelling of Emma, it's coming out in April 19th, and I had these adorable swag packs made for it. So first I've got this air freshener.
I love that.
This smells so good, and I smile every time I smell them. Which I know that sounds weird because my 10-year-old, he's 10 now. My 10-year-old nephew was like, I need one of those. So I had to give my nephew this. He loved how it smelled so much. And then I've got
so addicted to the air fresheners in the swag pack.
The air fresheners?
I am so addicted to those. They smell so good. Like everyone's a different flavor.
So fun.
They're so cute. Yeah, I'm totally addicted
You
to them.
hang it, you know, it's got this cute little string, so you can hang it. Well, not the string's not cute, but the air freshener's cute. But it's got a handy little string. That's what I meant to say. And you can just hang it in your car, and it's cute. And you guys, it seriously smells so good.
In my office. Like I left in my office because I'm like
from the doorknob, just anywhere. I walk around with it in my back pocket, and when I need a whiff of something delicious.
Hilarious.
Right.
Oh, I just want to give a shout out to Ellie. Hello, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. And then we've got this super cute bookmark. I may have lost my self-control, I may have lost my heart, but not my self-control.
Oh.
Okay, you guys, Emma is seriously Jane Austen, master of comedy. She was so clever and witty, and anyway, that's one of my favorite quotes. I love it. And then I've got this adorable postcard so that you can actually, send this to someone, and it's got the Harvest Ranch or Matchmaker's Mischief down there, and then I think. Yeah, welcome to Harvest Ranch, a little postcard, which I just love. I think that's adorable. And then it's a toss up between this and the air freshener, the stickers.
How cute are those?
Okay. I know I'm an adult, but I will never be too old for stickers.
Right? Okay.
Hi, Tracy.
I put them all over my printer. Like my printer looks like I don't know. I've got the Christmas ones. I've got a Choose Kindness one. Like they're all over my printer. It looks like it's owned by
I love that
little girl, but I love it.
And then I've got these cute quotes. I love this quote from Mr. Knightley and Emma. Men of sense do not want silly wives. I think that's still pretty age appropriate or generation appropriate. And then this, one of the most swoony things probably ever written, Mr. Knightley. If I loved you less, I might be able to talk about it more.
Oh,
I know, right? It's so adorable. Anyway, so I am doing a sort of a very loose retelling of Emma called Matchmaker's Mischief, and we are going to be giving away 3 of these swag packs today for anyone who not anyone who, if you comment 3 lucky winners, we're going to pick at random, have a chance of winning the swag pack. So watch our video and comment as we go, and then we will go through, and the more you comment, the more chance you have of
because every comment is an entry. So you guys are on your way. That's awesome.
All right, so now on to book club. All right, so you were gonna do.
Let's do what we're working on really quick as writers.
Okay, so I just did the Matchmakers and Mischief.
Okay.
So
along with Matchmakers and Mischief, we are working on a collaboration effort, Harvest Ranch adjacent series. That it actually is based in Harvest Ranch, but most of the characters don't live there. They're coming into town for the wedding of the century. Like, it is being dubbed an American royal wedding because it is so big, and it's that big. There's going to be all this news coverage for it. All of these magazines want to do spreads on this wedding because it's just this incredibly awesome wedding that's going to take place. But it's super fast because the couple only met, what did we decide, 4 months ago? They date for 2 months.
They met in March, and they're getting married in August.
July, August, 5 months.
March, April, June, July, August. Like 5.5 months. Math.
I know, math. We're authors. We don't math. So anyway, it's a super fast wedding because she is going to announce a run for the United States Senate. And they want to have the wedding done before she announces that she's running for Senate. But everybody knows that the announcement is coming. So anyway, if that's not enough pressure, on top of that, all the groomsmen, I know the kicker. All the groomsmen serve together in the military, and they do this black ops
and the groom.
Yeah, and the groom, and they do this black ops tag game every year, which is going to take place during the wedding, behind the bride's back. She is like, we're not doing this, and the guys are like, well, as long as you don't know about it, because
again,
of course
they come to what they think is an agreement, where she says no black ops tag, and they think that they're agreeing to no face shots so that they don't ruin
the pictures look good.
the pictures for the wedding.
Yeah.
So it's still happening.
It's super fun because it's all of these behind the scenes black ops things happening. Plus every groomsman that's not already married is gonna fall in love during the wedding week. So we have love, we have black ops tag, we have this wedding, we have news reporters all over the place. We have crazy fans that show up because our bride was once Miss America, or ran for Miss America, but didn't make it. We have a political campaign going on. There's so much happening in this wedding. Super fun. So
there's going to be 4 books, and we're working on number 2 now. And you guys, it's so fun. It's like just to watch these different, and they're all, it's Harvest Ranch, so they're all romances, but they're just at different stages, and still having things that they have to deal with or whatever. And it just is, it's been a joy to work on.
I know.
We're really liking it.
I would say it's harder to fall in love than to sneak around and do black ops.
Yeah.
And these guys are good. Like, these guys are good.
They're really good at it.
Yeah.
They're really good at it.
And so I
mean, some of them are better than others, but
well,
and I should throw out there, they're not just being immature. This is actually something that they do to like keep up their skill set, because they, all these men are military police, which means that the men that they put away, the people they put away, are all trained killers, and they're going to be holding a grudge. And if they get out of jail, they're going to be ticked, and they're going to come after them, as happened in Beehives and Broken Heroes. So it's not just a game for the sake of the game. It has a purpose, but these guys, I mean, they don't have to do it during the wedding. But Andy, the groom, kind of brought it on himself. So,
hi, Deanna.
So
thanks for joining us from Australia, Deanna. Okay,
hi, Deanna.
So that's what we're writing right now. I should throw in that the not on the agenda Diamond Cove book.
Diamond Cove.
That I just finished was released 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. And it is out now, and the freebie called The Secret 7, which is the prequel to mine, is also available. We will have links and everything. Go get yourself a free book. Enjoy the read.
The links are already in the post, and the Secret 7, which is like a novella. It didn't even end up being a short story that Lucy and I co-wrote together. There's a link for that in the comments, or not in the comments, on the post itself, and you can go get that right now. It's free. It's our gift to you. Please take it and enjoy it. And then grab Lucy's book. So cute. I have the pleasure of doing the continuity read for all the authors in the Diamond Cove series, and so far just completely loving everything that I'm reading. So you'll enjoy it. Go get your books. All right, what are we doing now?
Okay, speaking of books, we're on to. All right, let me read. We read for our book club this month. I love it how I said this month, even though we're like on week 5. But yeah,
I think we're late. Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit late. Okay, so we read Robin's Hood by Jacque Stevens, who Ellie already said is in her writing group, which was an awesome coincidence. That was really cool. So this story is Robin's Hood. It's about a Robin Hood retelling, where Robin Hood is actually made Marion
inspired.
Oh, I have to just throw out. Yeah, I just have to throw out that spoiler alert. This is a book club, so we're assuming if you're watching that you've read it, and that we're not ruining the book for you.
Throwing out spoilers.
Okay, so Marion is Robin Hood, which she
She's
takes on
wearing
the
Robin Hood.
yeah, literally, it's like a hooded cloak that Robin left her when he went off to fight in the Crusades, and she uses that to do all of her good deeds of robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, and trying to save her
Good
kingdom.
deeds.
Good deeds, like right.
Good.
She's a bandit.
She has
with a
good
conscience.
intentions. She has good intentions, but she doesn't always know what she's doing.
Well, I think it's a normal thing, like, because being with the bandits is outside of her realm, and she just doesn't kind of understand how things work outside of the keep where she
Right.
grew up. And so when things are happening and snowballing, and all of a sudden, like, her merry men are like multiplying, and she's like, "Where are these guys coming from?" Like, she's like, "I don't understand how
What's
this works."
happening here?
It's spreading around,
How do I
and people are
deal with
talking about what she's doing, and they want to be a part of it. So,
I will say that this version, the last version I read of it, was not the version that is online. Like so we did a last read of it, and then she made some changes, and so I was still like, oh, that's different. She changed that. So
yeah.
So that was
Did you
fun
have a
for
couple
me.
questions? Did you have a couple?
I do.
Questions?
Okay.
And if you've read the book, please chime in with your answers, because we want to read your stuff.
Yes. Tell us what, like, if I ask a question and you have an answer for it, put it in the comments. And again, comments can lead to delicious smelling air fresheners sent straight to you.
Straight to you.
Just saying. Straight to you. Okay. The title of the work how did the title of the book work in relation with the contents of the book?
That was spot on.
I mean, yeah. Robin Hood, genius.
Yeah. It was like, how did she come up with this stuff?
I know. Did it just come to you in the middle of the night, Jackie? Tell me. I need to know.
No, but the thing about it is that it was, I love it when a title gives you the expectation. Like, this is what I expected from this book. I expected a Robin Hood retelling or story based on it. I got that. Expected a Sherwood Forest and a evil, what's the Sheriff of Nottingham?
Sheriff of Nottingham. Yeah. And Guy Gisborne and, John, Little John. Yeah. Provided. We got all of those things.
Yeah, expected those characters. Expected those characters to be in a certain way and behave a certain way. And so, like with Robin Hood, where she had made Marion Robin Hood the outlaw, I'm okay flipping that. It works. But if Little John had been actually little and not strong and powerful and capable of things, I think, unless he had another skill that made up for that, I would have been disappointed, and I wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So she met the things that we expected and wanted to be there were there. She did a great job with that.
Yes, and I felt like she did a better job with Guy of Gisborne than the original stories.
Right? Yeah. So much conversation into Guy through the whole series. Can I just tell you, like the in-depth conversations over how he should be made? Like it was such a like a conflict. Like I can't. I'm trying to think of something specific that I could tell you because it just was. I can't, of course, because I want to. So I can't think of anything, but really she thought very long and hard about how this character would be portrayed. And I think he's definitely he's more than what we originally got. Yeah.
I have to shut my mind.
I'm like, is there something happening out your window? You're like very attuned to what's happening outside.
There's a knock at the door that I'm not going to answer while we do that.
I actually had my front door open and shut it because I was worried that would happen. I'm like, if someone comes, then I can pretend they're not there. But if they see me, then I can't pretend. Anyway, did you have something else that you wanted to say on this one about the title?
No, we're good.
Okay. Would the book have played out differently in a different time period? So, like, let's say contemporary. Well,
okay.
Yeah, for sure, because we don't have the same, like, there's no way that Marion would be, like you pointed out earlier when I was talking to you, she would be married at 7.
I think it was 5.
And
I think it was 5 years old. I think
5, yeah.
So, yeah,
right.
with her parents dying and the land that she owned being tied to her and whoever marries her, then Robin's dad kidnaps her from her own castle and marries her to his son, who's like, what, 7 or 9 or something at the time?
I think he's 7. He's 2 years older than her, I believe.
Okay.
And so he would have been 5 and he would have been, I mean, yeah. But I did like how she handled it too, because that could have been like icky to read. Like it really could have been. But she did a lot of historical research on this, and that was very common during the time. And what happened is he got them married, and then on their wedding day, they played with puppies. like that was it. I was like, woof. I mean, not that I expected Jackie to write anything gross, but still, it could have been like, you know.
I know. It could have been weird, and it wasn't. Yeah, it was like, it was obviously like just a legal marriage. Like, you have to be legally tied.
It was a business. It was a business thing.
Yeah,
exactly, and that was very common.
Pretty little dress, and he's over there. Can I go hunt? I want to go shoot my bow.
Like he's totally irritated, and she's annoyed with him that he can't like play pretend. You know, like we're playing pretend here. Could you just suck it up and act like, you know, just like a little girl might? But yeah, you'd never see that in these days. Like people don't get married over business reasons, at least not where we are. You know, like, you don't really see that happening in the United States.
There are some couples, which I will not name, who stay married when they should divorce because it's maybe politically better for them or financially better for them or whatever, to continue their marriage beyond its healthy life. And so
yeah, you do see that,
but you don't see it
definitely
younger way. So I could see it being, you know, like if they were going to do a Robin Hood story contemporary where it was one of those marriages that reconciled eventually, but you know.
Exactly. Or she's like, I'm going to take this down really quick. And then let's see, another thing, she couldn't lose her land. Like that's not something that would happen. Like if her, you know, now land can be like, inheritance can be passed to women. So that's not something. So yeah, how it was told, and because she did do so much research on history for this book, on what was normal at the time period.
Also,
yeah, you just went
like, the way that the Sheriff of Nottingham comes into the keep and is like, sets himself up as the owner, and he sleeps in the master bedroom and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, that would be like, I'm calling the police and getting the squatter out of my house. Like, you cannot squat in my house.
I'm pulling my gun and getting him out myself, and then I'm calling the police. Yeah. I had that happen at my house before. I'm not even joking. We had a guy who was like high on drugs. He broke into our basement apartment, kicked the door down, went into the master bedroom, dropped his pants, and like fell asleep on the master mattress. Our tenants at the time, our tenants ended up throwing the mattress away. Like not even just the sheets. They got rid of the mattress.
Right.
But my mom got her gun out and like basically watched the door of our apartment and until the cops got here. Oh, and then when the cops came in, and what was hilarious is they didn't have him put his pants. Like they grabbed his pants, but he didn't let him put his pants because he was so out of it, you know, like barely. And then the funniest part too is they put the pants on the top of the car, on the top of the squad car, and forgot about it. and then drove off and the pants flew off the top. I was like, okay, that's fun. Anyway, random intro.
I'm not going to get them. They're just going to stay there.
But the point is, that's what happens in this day and time if you break into someone's house and pretend like it belongs to you.
Yes.
You do not let them stay. But back then, that totally would have happened. So yeah, it would have been a different story.
She didn't have anybody to turn to, and she didn't have the wherewithal to get rid of them on her own. So whereas nowadays, yeah. So
which is why she turned to wearing Robin's hood.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep doing that as we talk about this. Okay, let's see. Would you want to read another book by this author? Yes.
Oh, well, I did.
And I do every month.
Every book club.
I read everything she's written. And hopefully I will continue to read everything she writes for the rest of history because she is fabulous and I love being in her writing group. So
the book Robin's Hood ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. And so I was like, well, forget that. I'm just going to read the next one. So I just jumped in. I read all three trilogies. And I just went ahead and read all three. So yes, I would read other things by this author. And then I actually went and read her Cinderella retelling too. So I did. Yes. The answer is yes.
Did you read both of the books? They're cute, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I like them. I love her Cinderella. The by Cinder Light. So cute. Yeah. Love her stuff.
It was so good. And I love her covers. She's such a great filmer.
Okay. Her cover artist is amazing and really hard to book this woman. She's booked out for forever. Yeah, but I love her covers. All 4 of us in my writing group were all like we have cover envy.
Yes, it's a thing. It's a real thing.
It is. Okay. What was your favorite part of the book? Okay, I'll go first because this one's easy for me. This is a spoiler. So if you haven't read this is a spoiler alert. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so the whole book, you're leading up to the idea that Robin is probably dead. And Deanna wants to know, how do we find time to read books while busy writing your own? We're going to come back to you in just a second, Deanna, and answer that question.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, and now I can't remember what I was saying.
Yeah, Robin, you think he's dead.
Oh, you think he's dead, and then she finally comes to terms with it. She's been kind of angry at him for dying, basically, and building up this idea that he was kind of a jerk. And then she sort of has this epiphany that he was really good to her and made her life a lot easier, and that she actually
was kind. A lot of things.
Yeah. He's fine, and she actually does love him. And at this point, is she 17? I can't remember how old she was at this 17. Point.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's been gone for a few years, and she just thinks he's dead. And then they're out trying to the sheriff and Guy Gisborne are out trying to find Robin Hood to arrest him. And there's a story going around that it's really ghost, and of course this is her. And then she comes back to her keep, and Robin is there, and he's being arrested, and he's like, what the heck is happening? He has no idea why they're arresting him, because all of this stuff that he's being blamed for, he was not
even in there for
this. That he had nothing to do with it. And she's across the court. They haven't seen each other in years at this point, and somehow they make eye contact. And he just, all of a sudden, it clicks. And she can see it because it's from her perspective. She can see it. And it's like he knows that it was her out pretending to be him. And he's like, okay, this is a good game. And he knows he's going to probably be killed for this, hung for it. But he's just Okay. All right.
He goes with it. He goes, I'm guilty. He actually says, I think I'm guilty of all of that.
I'm guilty. And
Takes
just
it
the
all.
spark, like this thing between the two of them. Like, I know it was you, and I'm willing to die for you. And all this years they haven't seen each other, and he's proving right in that moment how much he actually does love her, care about her.
Yep.
Yeah. I loved it.
It's
Well
beautiful.
done, Jackie.
It is a beautiful moment.
I'm gonna hug you next time I see you. Huh?
Just a hugger for all of us. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, just hug Jackie.
You're amazing.
Thank you for that moment.
Do you have a favorite part? Do you have a favorite part?
I mean, I had really loved that one. I loved, oh my gosh,
It's a good one.
Okay,
Her dog.
one moment that I actually laughed, and again, spoiler alert, is she's in these tunnels in the walls of the castle, and she's listening to the sheriff, and somebody comes in and they're like, Robin's a ghost. And he's like, there's no such thing as ghosts. And she looks down at her dog and he goes, "Arr!" through the wall. And they're all like, like
It is.
I love her dog. I love that she did that because I'm like, I so would do something like that. I'm the type of person that at a ghost tour, I tap other people on the back and pretend I did. So, like, the fact that she does this, I was like, yeah, I relate to that. Like,
And if you're a dog owner, it's also like my dog barks a lot. And so it just like I related so much. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we answer Deanna's question? How do
Yeah,
you find
Deanna.
time to read books while you're busy writing your own, Lucy? How do you do that?
Wait, are you talking like
Tell
because
me.
I put out a book a month? So you're wondering how in the world do I do this?
You do. Okay. She does put out a book a month, and she's been doing this for a long time. And I am just attempting it this year. But last year I did 7 books and 1 screenplay, and I about died. It was so painful. And this year, because I like punishment, I'm trying to do a book a year. And I'm just like, how are you doing this, Lucy?
Okay, so how do I read when I have time, when I'm doing all this other stuff? I call it stealing moments. And really it's the little downtime moments. Like if I'm waiting in a doctor's office, I don't just sit and wait. I will be reading a book or writing a book, one of the two. And I do hand outlining first. Like looking at my 6 different outlines that are hanging around my house. Like, so I have these little notebooks. They're super thin, they're little, they have like, and I haul one of these around in my purse all the time. And so if I have 5 minutes for whatever, like I'm sitting at the school with the kids to pick, whatever, I am writing in that outline. And so my brain can hop from story to story. Let me say from story to story. My brain can hop the one I'm writing to one I'm reading. But if I'm in the middle of deep edits or something, I just need to be fully immersed in that story and I don't hop. So when I'm editing, I don't hop, but when I'm writing, I'll hop. So I can hop from story to story and go, into somebody else's book and really enjoy it. And the thing is I was a reader a long time before I was a writer. And so I've been absorbing story for, I don't want to tell you how many years because I just had a birthday and it's tender. So I hop. Yeah, right. But I've been absorbing story for a long, long, long time. And so getting lost in a story is just, for me, it's a complete break from everything else. And I love it. And even if it's only 5 minutes in that break, I'll take it. So I call it stealing moments, but it's really like, honestly, while you're waiting for your oatmeal to cook, what are you doing? I'm reading. Like.
And Lucy's also really good at scheduling work time. Like, don't you have specific hours? You're like done by 5, right?
Yeah, well,
Isn't that?
This is like what my phone looks like. I block out time.
Yeah.
So
she's really good at that. And then you got evening hours and stuff that you can, whatever. I mean, she has 4 kids, so that might be a little more difficult, but
4 kids, 4 horses, a dog.
mm-hmm. But anytime there's something that you love doing, like reading, which we both love to do, it's really easy to find time for things that you love. It's hard to find time for things that you don't love.
Yeah.
but
you know what? If you guys give up doing laundry, you can have a lot of free time.
Who needs clean clothes? Not me.
It's an on-demand thing. Only when you're needing it immediate, like if it's a pressing need, does it have to be washed? So.
And I will admit that I have on multiple occasions, I will read a book through the night, which is not a good move. But if I really should know better. I should know better than to start a book before I go to bed. I really should. But there you go.
Thanks, Deanna. I'm liking your comment. Thank you, Deanna.
Okay, so let's move on to, I think this is our last question.
Is that our last one?
Was this book satisfying to read?
Yes. Yeah, because it met those expectations. That was the thing. It needed to meet expectations, and it did.
And I really did not expect, when I was, the first time I read it, I did not expect. She didn't tell us, she didn't warn us beforehand when we were getting it in the group, that Robin was alive. I was expecting him to be dead. So that was I was enjoying it beforehand, but when he came in, and then it was just such that powerful moment that we just talked about. And, you know, it just worked so well that I was like, I have to read everything in this series now. And actually, Jacque is really good at that. She is really, really good at that. It's a talent.
And I got to say, when I say it met my expectation, I don't mean that it was predictable. There's a difference between the story being predictable and meeting a reader's expectations. And so
exactly.
It met my expectations, so I was satisfied, but it wasn't predictable. So I just needed to clarify that.
Yep. Okay, so that is basically, that's it. That's book club this week. We had been going through trying to find out who's commenting to give out prizes, but I think that's becoming a little tricky, especially because it's on several pages. So maybe what we'll do is we'll leave it open until
midnight tonight, and then post it.
Midnight tonight, and then we'll pick names, and then we'll go in and the winners will comment that you've won and get your address and send you the swag pack.
Yay, swag packs! I love swag packs.
I was covering the stickers, and I just feel like it's important that people see. They were behind. Look at how cute these stickers are. All right, moving.
Love it.
I like stickers. All right, so we'll leave it open till midnight. We'll find our winners and we'll let you know that you won, and I will send you your swag packs. And then what we're looking for, wait. Yeah, we need recommendations.
Well, no,
books.
yes, we do. We actually do need recommendations.
Yeah, I know, I did that same. It's because it's been like a little more than a month and a half since we did this, and so we're forgetting what we're supposed to do. So now we need recommendations from you. If you have any books that you love, and it could be any genre, try and keep it clean though. We don't like reading dirty stuff, but it can be thriller, it can be mystery, it can be romance, it can be fairy tale like this. Anything you can think of.
Contemporary, fantasy, all of the above. I'm gonna
exactly.
You, so.
Just go ahead and comment below with your recommendations, and we will pick 3 recommendations, and
then we'll random generate.
Yeah, and then we'll random number generate, and we're going to be back here next Thursday at 4 o'clock. Actually, 4 o'clock this time. So, I know, Facebook curses.
I can't even. Don't even get me started. Just don't.
Okay, so leave your recommendations, and I think that's it. Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're good. Like, thank you everybody who joined us, especially Deanna and Early. Early, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
All right, let's see here, and